Making a paper mache nutcracker is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Björn's your uncle. Hey there beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotta if you're new here, and in this video I'm gonna show you how I made the nutcracker that I just finished. So let's go upstairs and let me show you. Hello and welcome back to my art studio. This guy over here will be featuring in this video, and happy 1st December! This is the first in my VLOGMAS series. I will be taking part of VLOGMAS this year, and I will be sharing shorts or lives or videos most of the days leading up to Christmas. So this guy is the star of the show today, and he was ordered by a client of mine. They are having a Christmas fair at their school, and she wanted something where the kids can pop their Christmas cards in as a post box, and then later on they can open it up and take them out. So I made this hat so you can take it off, and left the mouth open for letters. So I created this out of paper mache, and it took me about, I don't know, like roughly 1 or 2 hours a day for the last week. So roughly maybe 10 hours to create this. All right, so let me show you how this guy was made. So first thing to do is to create a super strong solid base for your paper mache. And I am here using cardboard and silver tape. Some people call this Jesus tape because it is super strong and helps you out in every situation. So yeah, I like to use that when I'm working with paper mache because it really keeps the sculpture together. And this is like the skeleton for your sculpture. So make sure to make a strong base first of all. And then I'm also placing 4 longer strips inside, and this will keep the cardboard strong as well, because you know when you are working with paper mache, sometimes the cardboard might get soft because, you know, the mache itself, the paste is wet. So before the paste dries, it makes the cardboard a little bit softer. So obviously to keep that together, you have to create a stronger base so it doesn't all inflate and turn into nothing. Those 4 long ones will also be the ones that keeps the hat up, because as you saw in the beginning, I am making the hat so you can take it off, and that one will keep the hat from falling all the way onto the guy's face. And here I'm just measuring up the different parts of where the face will be, where the coat will be, and where the legs start. And I rolled 2 pieces of cardboard as well to build up arms around. And that is gonna be the coat part of this sculpture. And on with some more paper mache, and that's on the shoulders of this little guy. But once that one had dried, I decided to paint it in black, so that will be the part that the sculpture is standing on that won't be seen. And I decided to start with that one so I can leave it to dry while I create the hat. And here you can see the inside of the hat. So the 4 long ones that were sticking out from the body are holding up the inside of this hat. So the first circle that you see there inside will be met with those 4 long ones. And then taping it together with Jesus tape again and creating a strong base. And here I'm measuring out the face, cutting out the mouth, and also creating a nose. And now on with more paper mache. I'm also creating a base for the paper mache on the hat, and I have shared a few videos of do's and don'ts when you're working with paper mache, so you can check those ones out as well. And I've got a video of how to make homemade paper mache paste that is with a couple of ingredients, and then you can also use wallpaper paste. And then once that one had dried, I added another coat of paint, so the hat is completely black. And you will obviously want to leave this one preferably overnight to dry before you add any paint to it. And I'm using acrylic paint. You can also use poster paint. And you can see the acrylics that I'm using here, Winsor & Newton. And here I am mixing a skin color for the face. And I'm using all the primary colors, blue, yellow and red. And then adding some white to it. And finding a nice shade. Now this is something that I love with painting, is mixing your own shades. Take some time to find the right kind of shade, especially when you're creating skin color and skin tones. But I found one in the end, and now I decided to go for that and dash it on the face. And then adding some pink cheeks on the side. So I was looking at pictures of nutcrackers and decided to copy the pink cheeks that they have. And also I decided to make clear blue eyes. Then I added double-sided tape, 3 strips of double-sided tape around the back of the sculpture, and that will keep the hair in place. I'm using cotton pads to make the hair look fluffy. And this is quite quick and easy. You can obviously also just use glue or even a glue gun, but I thought this was the least messiest. You know, I have this love-hate relationship with the glue gun. I guess the one that I have is not the best quality, it's just a cheap crafting one. So it always leaves those long strings, you know, when you're working with the glue gun. I always tend to burn my finger and get those strings stuck everywhere. So I try to avoid needing to use that glue gun. And double-sided tape is more preferable, but that's just my personal preference. And now let's give this guy some blue eyes. Again, here I'm using acrylics and I'm adding a little bit of white to ultramarine blue. Then I'm adding a black eyeliner to make him look pretty. And I also added some black inside the eye for the pupils and some white for a reflection. And what is a royal guard without a well-groomed moustache? And I actually copied a famous guy for this moustache. Do you know who this guy is? Comment below. Now grooming this royal guard to make it even and look like the other side was a little bit of a challenge, but I got there in the end. And it's roughly the same. I see that one side is a little bit smaller than the other, but oh well. It shows that it's handmade, right? Now I'm adding a white reflection to the eye as well to make it look a little bit more realistic. And moving on to the coat, and here I'm using a royal red for the royal guard, as they wear, the ones outside of Buckingham Palace in London. They wear black trousers and a red coat and a tall black hat. I copied some of this guard. I didn't make it exactly like they wear. They have a white belt, for example. I added a black belt instead, but more or less like the royal guards in London. And you can see by changing my outfits that this took quite a few days to create, but it's still quite fun. I don't mind it taking time. And a lot of this project is to leave it to dry. With the paper mache, you always have to take parts and do it bit by bit so you can turn it around and then leave it to dry again overnight. So yeah, I think that takes the longest, waiting for it to dry so you can add another layer somewhere. But when you get to this part where you can get the paint on, I think that's the most fun. So here I'm just painting the coat and creating the little details of a royal guard to make it into a nutcracker soldier. And you could see there as well that now this guy has a beard and it's attached the same way with double-sided tape. On with the buttons, and we are done. Thank you ever so much, Tusen tack from both of us for watching all the way till the end. And if you do plan on making a massive nutcracker, then I hope that this tutorial helped you somewhat. And if you have any questions, do pop them in the comment section below. And if you actually make a massive statue like this guy, I would love to see how it turned out. So do send me a picture on Instagram as well. It's at Charlotta_Sophia_art. Find me there. Okay, if you're new here, do hit the subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Ha det bra, hej då, bye!